I literally look like a stupid person with this jacket, but it's so cool. Then I put these glasses, and then I put this hat, and I officially look like Sherlock Holmes, don't I? Okay, so here's the thing. Think about this concept. I am an onion, and in order for me to get to know my interior, I need to take the layers off and peel them. And sometimes peeling the onion will make you cry, but when you eat that good food for dinner that took that onion, it's worth it, right? Those tears were worth it. So I'm an onion, and today I am going to be helping you eat that delicious food with onion. So just as I said on my 20 things I learned in 2020 video, there are a lot of freaking answers that you can find just by knowing yourself. And there are a lot of problems that you can solve just by knowing yourself. You're the person that you spend most time with. You're literally the person that you cannot live without because you are you and you need you to be you. But sometimes you just don't spend time with yourself, even though you're with yourself for the whole day. So today I'm going to be helping you with some of the things that I do to try to learn a little bit more about this brain right here. So the first thing that I think would be super cool and good for you to do is like every time or a lot of times you're like in a bad mood or you get anxious at something, write it down or just note it in your head, and then a week later just go through the things that got you in a bad mood and think of them and try to find like something that all of them have in common, because every time we do get in a bad mood there is a reason for that. But then when we're in a bad mood we never take the actual time to like figure out what really caused that. Like we might know the small reason, but we don't like dig into the onion layers, into the whys. So I think if you like take the time to do it and then analyze it, you will probably find what everything has in common, or just dig into the why that you feel like that, and then see how in different situations that could trigger you and put you in a bad mood. For example, every time that I wake up and I know that I haven't slept the enough hours that I needed to sleep, I wake up in a bad mood because I just feel like I'm being forced to start my day without having that reset of sleep that I think I need in order to start my day. And then in the middle of the day I would probably have to take a nap, which would put me late on my tasks and would put me even more angry. However, before I did this and like actually thought about why I was waking up in a bad mood all of those mornings, I didn't got to the brilliant conclusion that it was just because I knew that I didn't have enough sleep. Good morning world. I definitely am not filming this video at 3 p.m. and just put it in my jacket like if it was a blanket to simulate a morning in my life. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be in a bad mood. Oh, I hate my life. I just woke up and I already hate my life. I'm in a bad mood. Oh shit, but I'm not gonna think about it and I'm gonna go onto my day with that bad mood, not knowing why that exists because I'm a dumbass. This one was so easy for me to actually realize and avoid or work on, but I didn't know it was because of that, because I wouldn't even lose that 5 minutes in the morning to just like think about why I was feeling like that. Feelings don't have to be rational, but there's almost always something that makes you feel a certain way. Sometimes I just start feeling anxious out of nowhere, but chances are it's probably because I built up something or I have something in the back of my mind that I'm not thinking about. Next one is all about limiting beliefs. So ask yourself and think about 10 situations where you wanted to do something or someone asked you to do something and you didn't because it left you uncomfortable, because it was like there was just a stupid reason, you were afraid. When you realize those things, you will probably find some limiting beliefs that you have. So basically, this year I realized that I had this limiting belief, which was like, if I don't have the best grade in class or a really good grade, my teachers are gonna think that I'm dumb, my parents are gonna think that I'm dumb, I'm gonna think that I'm dumb, and so I'm not gonna be anyone in life just because I didn't have a good grade. That was a limiting belief because that is not true, but I lived my life according to if that was true, and so I wasn't happy, and I didn't even know why I was doing that. I was just doing it because I was too afraid of questioning it and of stopping doing it. I still am too afraid of that, but at least now I just know the reason. So what I'm asking you to do here is to just find things that leave you uncomfortable, find things that you wish you had the guts to do but you don't, like wearing the same outfit every time for a week, or going to a party with a certain group of friends. Something stupid. It doesn't have to be like a huge life decision. And just keep asking yourself why you didn't do that, or why you did that. Why didn't I went to that party? Because I was feeling ugly. Why was I feeling ugly? Because I didn't have a great outfit to go. Why was having a good outfit so important for me to have to go to that party? Oh, because if I didn't have a good outfit, my friends wouldn't like me and I would be the ugly one in the group. Why is that important to me? Because I don't want to feel rejected. Why is that important to me? Because I just want to fit in. Why do I want to fit in? Because I'm too afraid of being alone. I don't know, just keep asking yourself the whys and you'll probably find a phrase that just defines your limiting belief. We always guide our actions because of the things we believe in. However, some of the things we believe in were just like put in our brains when we were so little, so we never question it. When we start questioning the things we believe in, we'll probably realize that a lot of them either aren't true or don't have to be true. As long as you're not hurting anyone and you're not hurting yourself, you're doing a good job on life, okay? Okay, the next thing is making bucket lists and just lists in general. Specifically like lists of goals and things. I just look like a loser with that jacket. Making lists, especially of like goals, long-term and short-term. Like when I was little, I would love to make this list of like what I would do if I would win the lottery, what I would do if I found like a genie in a bottle that would grant me 3 wishes. Now, the goal with this isn't properly to like do that, but it's for you to be aware of what you want, where you want to go, like short-term and long-term. So for example, I would probably advise you to make 3 bucket lists. One of like the things that you want to achieve this year, the things you want to achieve in the next 5 years, and the things you want to achieve in the next 10 years. Now, this doesn't have to be a lot. It can literally only have 1 goal or 2 goals or 3 goals. The purpose of this isn't to overwhelm you or to put pressure on you, but it's for you to know that like you have a life to live and you have to be present and know what you want in order to work for it. Because if you don't know what you want in 10 years from now, how could you work today to get that? I feel like even if right now you have no idea of what you want 5 or 10 years from now, just making like the title of the list and putting it in on your room and looking at it will make you start thinking about what do I love to do? What would I love to have? A lot of times we grow and our goals change, but having those lists and changing those points when you also change makes you know like what you're working for. And so a really big thing for getting to know yourself is to just know where you're heading or just start thinking about where you want to head. Next up, we're talking about emotional intelligence. That bitch. I have this phrase that is like so true that I heard like a year ago that was like, you don't control what happens to you, but you control how you react to it. You don't have 100% control of your life, and everyone that says that is wrong. So the key in life is to react to what life is giving you. And a part of it is reacting emotionally. Now, everyone fails, everyone is human, and once again, you don't have to rationalize all of your emotions. So a lot of the times, we ruin ourselves for our own emotions, or we ruin the people we love because of our emotions, because we don't really know how to deal with them, and we don't know how to take a step back and be like, oh, okay, I'm really mad because you did this. So let me explain you why that makes me mad, instead of yelling at your face and telling you that you're a son of a bitch. Now, sometimes you just have to say to someone that you're a son of a bitch, but most times, if you just count until 10, you'll be able to deal with things in a better way. So there are like 5 key things that belong to like emotional intelligence, and that is self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. So if you learn to put yourself on the other person's shoes, or if you're feeling mad and you realize that you're feeling mad, and so you tell someone, hey, I'm just mad today, and then you keep the conversation, that person is just going to know, oh, okay, it's not because of me, it's because she's just in a bad mood, and it's okay. Okay, this one is like literally probably the most important one, and is to freaking spend time with yourself. I always tell this to people. I feel like I'm a pretty extrovert person, but I need my freaking time alone. You don't need to be like me, but you definitely need to be spending some freaking time alone with yourself. You need to be quiet sometimes on your room with nothing to do, so that you can actually think about the things that you're avoiding. The best trick for knowing yourself or taking care of your life is literally erasing all of your distractions and just staying quiet in some place, which some of them call it meditation, some of them just calling it sitting on your bed for 10 minutes and talking to yourself to the wall and being like, hey dude, what the heck are you doing with your life? I went through like the most difficult time of my life a few years ago, and one day I was like with my psychologist and she told me to like ask myself how did I feel, because we just go through our lives and we never really talk to ourselves, and I feel like having that inner dialogue is really helpful. You need to text yourself on Friday night. So basically just make an effort to spend quality time with yourself. Like, I am my own home, and if I don't feel good at home, I will never be fully happy, even if I find like 1,000 distractions. So please just spend some time with yourself, just dance on your room, ask yourself questions, write it down in a journal. That's what I do because it's just a lot easier and it really forces you to dig down. Like having a best friend inside of you that you never take the time to know because you're too busy getting to know everyone around you except for yourself. And the final tip for you is, again, to journal and have prompts. I have a bunch of prompts that I like found on the internet for like self-discovery and like self-awareness. I know this sounds like super cuckoo, but like I promise you, sometimes there's such simple questions that you ask everyone but you never ask yourself and you don't even know the answers. So I'm gonna leave some prompts here on the screen because it's just very useful and I want to help you on that, because if I had a video like this like 1 year ago, I would just be on top of the moon. Yeah, I hope this was useful. I have no idea if you like these types of videos, but I just really like filming them and giving it a little bit of advice. Disclaimer, this is my personal experience, my personal advice. I think I'm right and that's why I'm sharing it, but I'm open to hearing your feedback. And yeah, if you like these types of videos, please comment down below because it really helps to have your feedbacks in the comments. And without anything more to say, I will see you in my next video. I love you so much and thank you so much for your support. And yeah, bye!